Peace. This is a meat and potato sorcery production starring myself, the Water Alchemist, and today's topic is human irrelevance. For the family, I really want to stress this. You are living in a climate that purposely rewards irrelevance and mediocrity. It is a cloning subculture, one that is dependent on artificial intelligence and you not being creative or original. You're just a cog in the machine, and they will reward this. Your greatness really is predicated upon the two things that I just mentioned, and they can't have that. And I want to go over some things with you. One, if you don't believe me, as we're heading towards 2022, and then activists will start arising on a socio-political and occult level. They know this and they're already working fervently to discourage this. One of the things that they discourage it with is they're going to try and give more money via the government, make you dependent on them. And then also look at it like this. How many times have you worked at a job and you're actually smarter than the manager or the supervisor? Think about it. The reason that people ascend in the workplace, it has nothing to do with education. Usually it's because they have a family member that is a higher up, or they serve as a buffer. They know that they're a sycophant and that's how they roll. They laugh at all these jokes. They agree with everything. They go along to get along. And they serve as a bulwark. They keep the wage slaves at bay and they protect the institution. Now, intellectually, and even from a work ethic perspective, they're mediocre. But because that they're putting the corporation first, they know that this individual will discourage or suppress dynamic individuals in the workplace. Again, and even this happens on professional sports. How many times have you heard commentators talk about this individual could be the next this or the next that? This was the case when Michael Jordan, as a rookie, was playing, and the interviewer had asked him in 1985, how does it feel to be called the next Dr. J? And his response was, how about I be the first Michael Jordan? It's always the next this, the next that. And they want to keep this going, even tampering with your genetics. Because if you read an article in the Scientific American 2018, the lifespan, and this is where they mess with the so-called immortality or longevity gene, the lifespan really supposed to be in the United States of America 120 to 150 years old. But yet, it's your mid to late 70s. That's like saying, okay, if the lifespan is 78, that's like you dying in your late 30s or your early 40s. Think about that. And the suppression goes on and on. The United States and Britain, the United Kingdom, have used occultists to help them against their enemies. Case in point, World War II. There was a pendulum reader, excellent, and he helped the Navy find where enemy vessels were. And his accuracy rate was 95 to 99% effective. And then once they had did all that, they kept records and they blacklisted this man. This is the same thing that happened with Wilhelm Reich, who was the mind behind orgone technology. They imprisoned that man. See, they use you and then they keep records, they keep files, and then they discard you. They're either going to put you in the institution or you're going to go to prison. This is the game that they play and it's sick. So when you are trying to be great, be the best version of yourself, but also learn to challenge and evolve, and do not be dependent too much on artificial intelligence, and this is what they want. You have people that's so dependent on technology, they too lazy to order their own pizza. And one thing about any type of technology, once you're overly relying on it, you lose your gift slowly but surely. Technology is what really destroyed Kemet. That's what destroyed Egypt. And that's also, to a degree, that destroyed Atlantis. And it's inconsequential whether you believe in Atlantis or not, or Lemuria or Mu. I'm not here for that. This happened with Samaria because they got away from their natural divinity. And even in the Middle East, one thing about it, when they were doing surgeries then, cutting on the human body was a last resort. It's not that they didn't do it, but that wasn't the first option. Here in the United States, everything is give you a pill, cut on your body. So you have to ask yourself this question. Do you want to be a human that's irrelevant? Because when you become irrelevant, you're replaceable. And they just put somebody in your spot, whether it be a personal relationship or whether it be the workplace. Don't be irrelevant. So with that, that is your meat and potato sorcery for the day. I am the Water Alchemist. Be water, my friends. Peace.